Hello YouTube and Facebook group. This is Mark updating my 8-month recovery update since I ruptured my Achilles tendon on December 10th, 2019. Going the non-op conservative route with early functional rehab and early weight bearing. It was a 2-centimeter gap in the rupture, and just another update on my progress. I'm just gonna show you a heel lift again. I have a tape measure this time to kind of show you the difference between healthy leg and unhealthy leg. There still is a significant difference there to document it. Also going to kind of point out the calf muscle, the gastrocnemius, the difference in size. I get a little, I've got my iPhone wired earbuds to do a quick wrap just to do a, see what the difference is in size on the gastric. I'll show you that. Also show you on the video that someone pointed out on the Facebook group a bit rudely. I've only had 2 poor interactions on that supportive group. One was a surgeon in Australia. I should blast his name, but I'm not going to. And another one was some guy who wouldn't identify himself with no picture. So just a troll, but it doesn't mean he was 100% wrong. So there might be some insertional differences on the gastrocnemius where it's a bit higher due to a bit of tendon lengthening. And as we know, I've done 0 stretching, so it's one of those things that might be inevitable. If you look at a lot of the studies that show recoveries after an Achilles tendon rupture with surgery, without surgery, there is sometimes an elongation of the tendon, and you think about why that would happen. So when I ruptured, I was stepping back to stretch it and accelerate, which is how the majority of ruptures happen if you watch any basketball, and it snapped. And what the body must think is that the tendon wasn't long enough to support that movement. So it only makes sense that it tries to recover with a bit of elongation. So it could be some of that, and it's not much. It also could be just the way my calf redevelops. The density and girth is still coming back, and it could fill out towards the bottom and make it more equal down the road. So something I'll keep an eye on, but just wanted to be completely honest and show you guys what it looks like, so that everyone kind of can see and expect or see what happens to my anecdotal recovery, and use it to whatever you find useful. So yeah, just get to it here. I'll do some plyometrics outside. Still trying to recover the tiptoe running. So I'm doing some not full out sprinting because it's still a pretty good ways away, but most plyometrics I can do pretty well and pretty fast. And quickly, since I'm not tech savvy, I'm going to show you a video. One of my happiest accomplishments is I hiked on vacation. I did the Sleeping Bear Dunes in Northwest Michigan, which is a national park in the United States. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. It's beautiful. You get views of Lake Michigan, which is humongous at the top, and then on the other side you have a view of Glen Lake. Totally check out those pictures on the internet. It's an awesome place to visit. I was able to sprint up those sand dunes, which is a 500-foot vertical and a mile long, and I was able to do sprints up and down it, and no problem. I had no real fear, no limitations. Maybe 15% soreness the next day. I mean, I still hiked all over the place, no problem next day, but it was a bit like, okay, yeah, you did some stuff yesterday, so I noticed it. But yeah, check that out. I'm gonna show you a video on my phone, so sorry for not the best editing, but here we go. And here's me carrying my daughter. So I know it's not easy to see, but that is a pretty steep vertical. It doesn't really show the vertical the angles on camera, but it's 500 feet in the sand. So every step you take, you slide back down. So it plays about double or triple vertical with the sand. So I carried my daughter the majority of the way. She's about 30 pounds. I carried a backpack full of water. So I did all that stuff, did some sprints, ran down the hills with my older daughter, and it was all good. So if my recovery were to stop right now, I would be pretty happy because I can function in every way that's normal for me. The only thing I can't do is all out sprint, and there's not a lot of need for me to do that anymore. So I'm going to try to get it back, but I don't often sprint. I can't remember the last time I actually did, except for the time I got injured playing soccer. So, accept my age and move on. So this non-op recovery, I give a big thumbs up. My capability is awesome. So 8 months, and I hope to improve more. Anyways, I'll show you the heel raises and measure the calf and do some plyometrics and be on my way. Okay, this is just to show the difference in heel height, not the actual height. So this is healthy leg. Unhealthy leg. I'll do it from the back here. Fix that a little bit. Too much. Healthy leg. Unhealthy leg. And a little side by side. Watch for the calf. You can kind of see it's obviously much fuller on the unhealthy leg, but just kind of watch when I start lifting where the muscles start working. Paying attention to that to see if I can get this side to redevelop through here. And there I'm doing my best to do 50% on each leg. I'm going to measure the leg now, put this down on the ground, show you the difference. Flexing, fattest part of the leg, right there. Okay. That is about 15 1/8. And that is about 14 1/4. So still an inch difference in my legs, and obviously bone and other parts, the deep compartment and all the other stuff is there, and those are equal, so it's just completely in my gastric medius. So there's an inch difference percentage wise. That's significant, and trying to get it to recover, but it's a slow process. So overall functionality though, I feel pretty darn good. Let's go outside and do some plyometrics, and I'll sign off. Excuse my sweat, I was already doing some. So, do some box jumps, some stairs, some single leg hops, and then my chalk ladder. So let's do a box jump first. leg. Unhealthy leg. Backwards. Unhealthy leg. The spring feels good. The knee to wall stretch is still maybe 75-80% of the healthy one, so feels really comfortable. Do some plyos and call it a day. It's like 85, so time out. So as I said, I was doing rehab earlier, doing it now, so a little bit of fatigue, but I'm going to show you a run where I don't limp, which is a nice normal stride, tiny bit of heel strike, mostly midfoot. And I'll show you where I'm at with my toe running, which is a good ways away still. So at the 8-month mark, when I try to run on my tippy toes with that kind of power, still a bit of slippage. So keep working on it, doing supported single foot toe hops, trying to use no momentum and just generate through the ankle and calf as much as I can, and redevelop that strength in that spring. But I'm still pretty happy with the recovery, and I can shoot hoops, I can cut. Oh yeah, I didn't do those. I'll do those real quick. just again trying to put the Achilles through all the angles that I want to do. So I can play hoops. I've been playing, not trying my hardest, but I can do it. Casual badminton, and just working to keep improving. Anyways, 8 months, and my status. Wish everyone recovering good luck and be well. Take care.